Alright, today I'm going to do some more with the steering. I'm going to be using this, making a lower mount, doing some tube to brace it in there, because somehow I need to suspend this in thin air. Alright, so this is going to go approximately here. So that way, well, sorry. It's going to go approximately here, which is close to a lot of things, but it gets its angle somewhere up in this way to get towards this where it's going to steer. I have this old piece from an old boat frame. That's going to be this piece. This is going to be the lower forward mount. I'll cut it, get it prepped. So first things first, let's get this metal cleaned up and ready to go. I wish I just had new metal. Alright, so an hour later, I got this steel nice and clean. Now, let's start making some mounts. First, let's flatten this out a little bit. As that goes there, this will roll around the side and go here. That is what will mount it. So it'll kind of slide over and pop down. We're almost there, I feel. That looks pretty good here. Oh yeah, it looks pretty good there. And then we'll kind of do something there, make it look nice. We'll also cut the end here too to make it look nice. Alright, now I got a bunch of little triangles. Got some squares. Got a weird U-y thing. And I have two mounts. This mount is for the bracket. This mount is for the tube that it's going to mount to. Alright, now we shall make this mount look nice and ready to install. Alright, this bolt needs to fit. Alright, now this bolt and this bolt are going to become one with this bracket. The bolts are welded to the plate, and that way it's a simple install here. Do that. Alright, now that it's mounted, I have a nice plate here that I can weld some tubes to. Now, I need some bases that I can weld. These ones, the bolts already fit through these holes. However, they're much too long. So let's cut it about alright, that one's centered there. And that one's centered there. All right, so studs welded. Is this going to fit? They're very hot. Okay, so I gotta elongate holes. There we go. When it gets to that tube, can come out by the other tube or close to it anyway. So probably about here, I guess we'll drill our hole. Now this bottom one has no marks to live off of, so I can put him pretty much wherever, and then I'll just drill and weld my brackets together so they work. So if that one goes there, one's gonna go underneath it. Now, I guess let me loosely put some nuts on. All right, now those are ready to get welded together. All right, my aft mount is cooling in front of the fan. Let's start coming up with ideas. So this is gonna need to go like this. And that'll be good. Nothing to it but to do it. Let's start putting some weld on. All right, this should be cool enough. Oh yeah, good thing I just flat-handed it, just in case, right? All right, so this guy, slide it on. Slide it on. Now you can see here, that's solid too. But I just tacked this onto here. I got this welded onto there. Now I need a tube to go bloop. And that will do. All right, I got this part all welded up. I welded literally all around everything. All the tubes to the mounts, this mount to that, everywhere. This thing is solid. It ain't going nowhere. So this should be good. That probably means as long as I don't snap bolts, my steering isn't going anywhere. So let's see, hopefully it didn't warp. And what do you know, looks like it may have. I'm gonna have to have this loose when it goes in, that's for sure. Oh yeah, it did. Shrunk about a 1/4 inch in. Dang it, it was probably when I welded this, then it pulled it in. That's rough. Now we gotta figure out how to stretch it. I don't think that did anything. I didn't get it solid. Well, maybe I got a little bit. That's the only reason I don't like welding things when they're not mounted together. But like I said, I don't want to ruin my bolts and stuff, because then I wouldn't have bolts to put in it. Now I have bolts to put in it, but I don't have an it to put bolts in. All right, let's see if we got movement. Oh, now I think I have too much. Oh boy, that was a lot of movement. Oh boy. Owie. Well, that sucks. That's not that bad. Well, let's see if we got enough movement now. Oh, still not quite. There we go. Just took me popping the side of my finger off. Now, let's put it together. This one. Yep. All right. There we go. That is solid too. Let's check our angles. So this was 30 degrees, which should be the max of what this could do. And we're a couple degrees shy but close. And here again, maybe a degree or two shy, but close. So take it right to the max. Hopefully it works when it's all said and done. So when I put the hood on, I'll be able to see where I want to put this. And then with those U-joints, I should be able to get it to where it needs to be, which actually, this will probably be good. However it needs to go. I was thinking I'll probably have to lengthen this. But that thing's like 5 or 6 inches. I'd put it like here maybe, I don't know, which is actually pretty darn good. So next thing, I'll probably, while I have, before I get too far, another day, I might put my chain tensioner on. Then I'll probably mount the hood so I can figure out the right angle and everything for the steering. But there you have it. Another mount. Another bunch of stuff done. I finally hurt myself doing sketchy things. And there we go. Alright, so I put a jacker to the front end there, just so I could lift the tires off the ground. Check this out now, because now with the weight off of it, I can turn it. Whoops. Look at that. They work. Haha. Get it centered again. Right there. That's it for today. See you next time. Buff it up, 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 buff it up,